Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring. And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. It is July 9th, 2020, time for morning prayers. Or if you happen to be in the UK, this would be like not quite tea time prayers, if I'm correct. I might be a little off there. Making it silly here, folks. I've got a new friend, and I want to tell you so much about her. Laura Topper is with us today, and she lives over in the UK, so it is the middle of the afternoon, her time, which is great. Good morning. Hello. I don't think we'll ever actually get Laura to be here for an evening prayer because that'd be like 3:15 in the morning for her or something like that. But we're very glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Reverend Robert. It's great to be here. Yes, it's 3:15 in the afternoon here, so it's a good, sensible time. And I have been known to be up on Zoom calls late in the early hours, so you never know.
You never know, exactly. And I wanted to introduce everybody to Laura. She's going to be doing a new podcast program for us on the New Thought Media Network, and we're really excited about that. And it just felt, hey, we're here to pray. This whole program is about prayers and sharing prayers with other leaders, ministers, practitioners, people that know how to five-step treatment. I don't care what your title is. If you know how to pray and you got it in you, let's pray together. And we have a prayer line that if you'd like to get your prayer requests into our prayer team, please send a message, prayer@ntmedia.org, and we'll make sure that we get the whole prayer team praying on your requests. And if you haven't been with us for a few days, let me introduce you to what's going on. We've got a whole new team of people that are going to be producing and running this program and hosting this program. My brother, Reverend Elzia, great friend, Reverend Lisa, Reverend Millie, brand new to the team. Bernessa Kunitz, practitioner out of California, joining the team, and my beautiful wife Lara is joining the team. So you'll see one of us every morning 8:15 a.m. and one of us every evening 8:15 p.m. You just never really know which one of us you're going to see when. So please plan to join us for that. All right. Well, Laura, I'm so happy you're with us today. And we really have one question that we ask people on this program. Throughout this, we've had a massive global pandemic. We've had a massive global uprising for racial justice. In the midst of everything that's been going on for the last few months, what's been in your heart? What's been in your prayers?
Oh, so much has been in my heart and in my prayers. I'm a practitioner. I'm a religious science practitioner, and I'm in ministerial education as well. And I feel so blessed to be in this knowing of truth. And my prayers, I hope, are a reflection of that. And that what I'm finding more and more is that as I lean into prayer, and as I lean into the knowing of this wisdom that is here for each of us, that I'm able to get through moment by moment where I may have at times just felt, oh my gosh, what is happening? And so what I'm seeing is that that what is happening is actually an incredible opportunity. It's an incredible opportunity. Throughout all of this in the last 3 months, my life has just kind of been really, I've been traveling, not in the normal sense of traveling, from home to home, literally, for 5 months, being in a different home, a different space, sometimes weekly, sometimes 3 days, sometimes 2 months, it's just been a real time of transition for me and for my partner. And I think this is a reflection, obviously, of what's going on for me personally. And what I see that's happening is that we all now have this opportunity to break away from those beliefs that we had, or that we still have on some level, and to come into a new understanding that they might not belong anymore, and that's okay. And that's okay to let go of and dissolve what I thought should be my life and how it should be panning out, that it isn't. There's a lot of disruption and a lot of, moving from home to home quite regularly can be really ungrounding. And yet I'm beginning to realize and becoming to realize that what is happening is actually for my highest good. And I see that as what's happening here right now for us and our experience, that in the midst of the pain and the suffering and the disbelief of what is going on, and the upset and the injustice of it all, that in the heart of that, there's something that's calling us to really own it and really move through it in the most compassionate way, loving ourselves and loving it, and knowing and finding that way to really love each other. I mean, in the truest essence of what love is, not on this surface kind of, yes, I love you, I love him, I love her, but really going deep and understanding that in our hearts, and then being that. There's the difference, isn't it? To knowing it and being it. And that's where what I believe is happening for me right now, and that for those of us that are willing to surrender to that it's not an easy journey. It is not a time of it's a time of deep reflection, and that will continue. That deep reflection will continue whether the virus is here or not. That the opportunity that we have to go into that place will remain and get deeper. And for those that are willing to go there, that is the most incredible adventure.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. You know, folks, if you watch this program, you hear that concept, that sentiment, that thought process quite often. So we're going to move into some prayer. Now, remember, this is not a begging or beseeching. This is an opportunity to affirm the truth as we know it, and allow for a revelation of a vision or a truth that maybe we don't know yet, and maybe is just really forming in our hearts and our minds. So Laura's going to get us started. At some point, Spirit will kind of nudge her to send it over my way. I'll pick up that prayer. We'll wrap it up, and then we'll share a little bit more about how you can stay in touch with Laura and her work, as well as the New Thought Media Network. So, dear one, please take us away.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, Reverend Robert, to be sharing in this moment. So if you're watching, or whenever you are watching and you're here to pray, you know that this prayer is a knowing of truth. And it's a deeper understanding in our hearts of the presence that is always here, guiding us, showing us, living, breathing through us. So let's close our eyes now and open our hearts and open our inner eye, taking our focus away from the world of effect and coming into that place of home that is the cause. And I feel really guided now for this prayer to be centered in one of faith, of surrender, of oneness, and of a deeper understanding of prosperity, what that truly means for us right now. So I know that there is this one presence, this one dynamic presence that is here right now, in this moment. It always has been and it always will be. I know this for me. And I know that this presence is so creative. It is infinite in its creativeness. It is eternal. And it is perfect and in whole and complete. It is a healing presence that knows itself as love. It knows itself as joy. It knows itself as bliss, as prosperity. And it knows itself as creativity. And it knows itself as one. And as I open my heart, and as I open my awareness of this, then I center even more deeply into this unity. I unite with it. I feel this presence flowing in me, as me, through me, around me. I know that there is no separation. And I breathe into that. And I am so grateful for this knowing, because this is the knowing that is my connectivity. And as I know this for me, and I truly do feel this for me, I know this for each of us. I know this for Reverend Robert. And for those of you who are listening and here and present right now. And for our whole planet. Because there is no separation. And we are all grounded in this source, in this oneness. And I know that this flow that is knowing, that is here, that is always here, and is weaving its way through with its light, is here to shine love and prosperity and healing and acceptance and oneness. And it is here to show and guide and teach in its way. And as I know this for us, I see each of us here opening up to this experience of a deeper knowing of love. What is love? What does it really mean for us? We know this deep down within ourselves. We know the essence of love. And right now we take away the veil, we take away the mask, we let go of anything that doesn't belong right here and now as we come back and back and back again to the truth, love that is here.
Yes.
And this love is the healing essence that is always ready and prepared to show us the way. And so I see us now listening individually and collectively, listening with an open heart, listening with an intention for an embetterment within ourselves, because as we reach that within ourselves, then we reach that for everybody, because we are the center of this. And as we own this and know it for ourselves, then we know also that the ripple of this ripples out into the infinite. And so I claim love as the center of my knowing right now, of my being, of my expressing. And this love is a deep love that is untainted. It is shining through, its light is here fully expressed. And that we are each of this love. We are loved. And as I know this for me, and I know this for Reverend Robert, and I know this for you, I know this for everything infinitely, that we are loved. And through this love comes compassion, comes a deeper awareness, empathy, and comes an understanding that may not have been there before, a deeper understanding of each other. And I am so blessed for this. I really am so blessed for this knowing of truth. And I'm going to hand this over now to Reverend Robert.
And it is from this loving, creative, peaceful vibration that has been created in this room that I too lend my voice to the recognition of the One, knowing that there is a divine vision that is unfolding right now, knowing that there is a divine masterpiece being brought online on planet Earth right now, that we are right now seeing the demonstration of the collective human consciousness playing out across this planet. As the virus, as the uprisings, as the calls for justice, as the calls for love. Right? It has been said that every event, every experience is either a cry for love or an expression of love. And so I claim for each one here, each one that can hear these words, an experience of bringing more love into the world, putting a little more love on the world, being that expression, being that vibration, no matter what. Even with those I don't agree, even with those that may see the world differently than I meet that experience with the love, with the vibration of love, knowing that love that knows we are all one, that deeply we are one, connected in form, connected in consciousness, connected, for we are each a divine emanation of God's life here on the planet. There is this great and wondrous revelation that is happening right now, and I am just incredibly grateful to be part of it, to be present to it, and to get to share that with each and every one that hears these words now at another time. Grateful to share this experience with those that'll never hear these words. Because what I know is I know every life is absolutely vital, everyone on this planet, absolutely vital to the revelation of truth, to this revelation of a glorious vision, a vision of a world that works for everyone. So in this moment, I am filled with gratitude, filled to overflowing with absolute gratitude for all that this day holds, for all that we have been through, and that all the good that's coming our way. Most especially grateful to know God's got this, that there is nothing more I need do or say or be or become in order to experience this truth made manifest. Truthfully, I just got to get out of the way. So I do. I release this word into the law that must say yes, that is already operating upon this word, already demonstrating this word into the world of form. I release my word into that law and I let it be. And if any of this has resonated in any way, please join us in an affirmation of truth as we say together, and so
And
it is.
so it is.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, see, that's what
I
it's all
love
about,
that.
folks. Isn't that great? That's what it's all about. A handful of moments every day to recenter, to get focused, and to affirm the good that we know coming our way. Let's do a few shout outs. Cynthia Hensley, hello, hello. So we're all the way from Alaska to the UK today. I love that. That's great. John Phillips, haven't seen your name before. John Phillips Stevenson, sorry, haven't seen your name before, sir. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are with us. Wayne Baldwin from Calgary. We're all over the planet this morning, aren't we? I love this. I imagine Suzanne Gruba is with us here in Denver, Colorado as well. So great to see you all. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, we do want you to know how to stay in touch with Laura, of course. So, beyond all this we've talked about, right? So, practitioner, ministerial training, great prayer. On top of all of that, you might not know she's a musician as well. So her music is playing on New Thought Radio. Check out newthoughtradio.net.
Ooh.
And you can learn a whole lot more about her work on her website, lauratopper.com. And she's got a Facebook page as well if you'd like to check that out also. So please do that. And folks, please do, in the description of this broadcast, there's a couple of links. Number one, I'll take you over to the New Thought Media Network Facebook page. Please be aware we're going to switch almost all of our broadcasting is going to come from that page. So that'll be the premier place to make sure you hit the subscribe button and you don't ever miss another prayer session. They're all going to be cataloged and broadcast from over there. And you'll also notice a link to a PayPal donate button. This ministry is 100% supported by your gifts, tithes, and offerings. We wouldn't be able to make this happen the broadcasting software, all the stuff that goes in behind the scenes. That's all taken care of by folks like you. So please hit that link, drop $1 or a couple bucks or a couple thousand, whatever. It's up to you. But please support the work we're doing here. We've got a ton of new stuff coming. As I mentioned, Laura's working on a podcast of music interviews with musical artists. We've got a new podcast that went live this week with Terry Paul Choice. That one's really fun, and that one's playing on the station as well. All kinds of real fun stuff. Our Real Conversations podcast just launched a new episode. You know all about all these things, but the one I want you to really keep in mind is this Sunday, Jan Garrett and JD Martin with Harold Payne, absolutely free, positively inspiring concerts that I was doing. I chatted with them yesterday and did a sound check, and they've got some pretty cool stuff planned for us. So plan to join us then. Laura, thank you again so much for being with us, year one.
Thank you. It's been great to be here, sharing the love.
Thank you. Yes. And it's great getting to know you a bit more. I have a sense that I will be following your ministry for quite some time to come. So I like that.
Good.
Right on. Well, thanks again, folks. Appreciate you being here. We will see you again next time, 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time for evening prayers. Either way, please drop on in and check out the prayer program. Peace and blessings. We love you. Until next time, be prosperous. Go have fun.